What's up? It is the nature edition of Fire with Dad. We'll be back.
Fire with Dad, baby. Cha-ching.
That was a pretty weak fist bump.
Fire with Dad, baby.
Like you look like a T-Rex fist bump, but you got to come like this. That's a whip. Never mind. That's actually poor technique also.
I'm sorry to hear that.
So I'll stand a little closer so that you don't look. Oh, no. If I stand back, you look shorter. So if you stand more that way, keep going that way. No, that way. You're very, there you go.
Oh, I'm same height now.
We look the same height.
Almost.
What's up, Dad?
Cha-ching, baby.
So I think you had a premature Fire with Dad on the intro.
Premature Fire with Dad. What's that mean?
Yeah, the intro, we're supposed to say Fire with Dad after I hit the automation.
Oh, I'm sorry.
After I hit the little
Fire with Dad.
Baby.
Baby.
Cha-ching.
Cha-ching.
Okay, so today, I'm going to make fun of you.
I don't care.
Making fun of it.
What's new? What's new?
Because Tuesday, in my office, doing my thing. And number one, I'm making fun of you twice, actually. Number one, Sierra comes to my office and she's like, hey, can you come over to your dad's office? I'm like, why? Like, what? It's like there's some medical emergency. She's like, well, he needs to ask you. I'm like, well, he can walk over here and ask me. I'm not getting up. I'm not being inconvenienced by you.
We didn't know that.
But also, I think you need to walk more and get more exercise. So that's my way of helping you stay alive longer so that I can bug you more often.
Cha-ching, baby.
So, number one, so Sierra walks over and we end up having a conversation, and you wouldn't ask me to go to the doctor with you.
Well, I didn't want to. You're busier than one of my paper hangers.
You think I won't cancel meetings to go to the doctor with my dad?
I figure I can probably handle it.
I mean, do you think I'm a terrible son? Scale of 1 to 10, 1 being terrible, 10 being amazing. What am I son-wise?
About 10.
I'm not a 2. So if I'm a 10, then you would assume that I would
you
drop
got the doctor, and you ask the doctor that same thing.
Hold on, we'll get to that. So the first thing is you don't have to ever worry about me not like one.
Okay.
So meetings are no big deal. Sorry, if you're a restaurant out there, I'm going to cancel a meeting and probably taking him for a doctor's appointment for a bug bite. So we go to the doctor, and you're diabetic, and I mean, you're in amazing physical shape. So there's no issues there, right?
Right. I'm perfect.
So we go to the doctor's office, and I knew you were going to complain that I parked farther in the parking lot. You're like,
I'm sorry, we're at handicaps all the way up there.
He's like, why don't you drop me off? And I'm like, can you walk okay? I'm like, well, yeah. Like, then we're walking down here because you can get some exercise.
We're 5 miles away. So almost late for the appointment because of that.
So then we get in the doctor. And by the way, you have ugly toes.
I do not.
Dude, we need to get a picture of your toes.
The doctor said I'm an 8 or a 9.
So this doctor apparently has I'm looking at the wrong camera. Up here, I forgot.
Oh, that's right.
Forgot we're at the different camera this time. Doctor walks in, and I'm making fun of Dad's feet because they literally look like Sasquatch's foot. They're terrible. And so I asked the doctor, scale of 1 to 10. And he's like, 2. And I'm like, told you. He's like, well, hold on. What's 2? Is that good or bad? I go, 1's terrible, 10's great. He goes, oh, I would think it would be really quick. 8, right? Because he said 2. 8 would be the opposite of that. And he goes, it's I think like a 7 to 8. And so the fact he gave your feet a 7 to 8, this guy he needs to go to an optometrist.
I thought my feet were pretty good looking, baby.
No, they're terrible. So, long story short, we go to the doctor. We're there like, oh, that's the other thing. This 3 things I'm making fun of your ass on. The other thing is we're at the office. The doctor went 415 off the, what exit is that off of 471?
That's the first exit.
What's it called? Cold Springers? No.
Alexandria Pike.
Alexandria Pike. Literally 10 minutes away, if that.
Well, it's not about 20. It's about 20 minutes.
So we leave here.
And traffic's always bad.
We leave here at like 3:15 or something.
No, that's 3:30.
3:30. We get there, and it's 4:45. And I'm like, time's your appointment?
No, it's 3:45.
3:45. And I'm like, time's your appointment? 4:15. I'm like, why are we here a half hour early? Well, I didn't know about traffic. There's no damn traffic at 3 o'clock in Northern Kentucky.
Well, I figured there may be some.
Okay, so he is not good.
I always go to every place early. You know that. I've always been early.
There a half hour. So now I'm there a half hour early. And we're there. And by the way, if you're ever here visiting, we got Red Bulls, sugar-free and sugar, in the ping pong room. Free for your consumption. And so then we get to the doctor. We're there for like 8 hours. We finally get called in. You take your sock off, and I'm not even paying attention to what the injury is. I thought you literally had some, like, your foot was going to fall off injury.
Well,
And I know diabetics, like feet are some weird things with you. And so he looks at it. He goes, like, what's wrong? And you're like, that right there. He's literally, I don't know if you saw his face, but he's literally looking at me like, what's wrong with this guy? Is this guy a lightweight? Like, what's wrong? And he's like, that. He's like, that little scab? Yeah. I think that's a bug bite. So you think you're in an emergency situation and you're at a damn doctor for a bug bite.
Well, I went and got my feet done on Monday. Okay, I always go to I guess we call it licensed foot persons, but for
licensed foot person. Is that a college
for
degree?
diabetics? It's not a podiatrist, but it's
okay. So she's a medical professional who manipulates the feet of diabetics.
Yeah, she massages them and puts.
I will say, by the way, side note, I smelled your shoes. They're not bad. Like, I don't know how that's possible. Like his foot, because like my son and daughter have the worst, like Cole's feet. You would think it's like the oldest gym shoes ever, but just so you know, Dad, I will give you props. Very good smelling shoes.
Ching, baby. So anyway, I mean, I can't feel my ankle because it's numb. Bottom of my feet I can still feel, but my ankle is numb. So I couldn't tell it was good, bad, or different. The lady who did my feet, she said it's infected. You need to go to doctor right away. She called up and made the appointment. And right away, she says, I got to have it right now. So
she's getting a kickback?
I don't know.
She's getting a kickback.
Whatever.
She got like $20.
It could be. Probably cost.
It's probably a whole scam.
Probably Adam probably paid about $2,000 for me. I had my foot like that.
That whole doctor's office is all by referral from her.
It could
Bug
be.
bites.
Could be. But anyway, so he put a Band-Aid on it and said, have a nice life. Supposed to go back there next Tuesday for a checkup. Make sure
I think
it's okay.
I should take you. We can go to Barleycorns again.
Oh, that was great. They had great wings.
So next week, are you going to ask Sierra?
I'll just come in and say, hey, you're going with me.
Can you go ask Matt?
No, I'll say, come on.
It's like you were asking a girl to the dance in 8th grade.
I was asking a girl to the dance in 8th grade. No, but I figured you might be busy. I didn't want to disturb you.
Oh, I am. I'm always busy. I'm never too busy for you.
Okay,
or for family.
All right, fine.
Or for ping pong.
Who didn't know that?
We're going to play ping pong after this?
Probably.
Okay.
I'm going to whip up on you.
I'm going to dominate. Oh, we got a new game called Wall Ball, too. We bounce off the walls.
Jesus.
Okay. That's all we got.
Cha-ching, baby.
I got a call in like 15 minutes with a restaurant up in Missouri by Lake of the Ozarks. So I got a call with that restaurant about one of the America's Best Restaurants vans going out. And it's fun because I only get to do like 2 of these calls a week. The rest of the team does them all. So pretty stoked. I got some Red Bull. I'm going to go dominate you in ping pong. We just had Fire with Dad about your medical what is that? Catastrophic? What is that? What I'm looking for?
I don't know.
Catastrophic medical event or whatever it is. So
my urgency emergency.
So we got it.
Cha-ching, baby.
Say ya.